Okay. All right. So hello, everyone, and welcome. And also thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and see what essential oils are all about. So fun to learn about new things, especially when you're not too familiar with them, and to just get a little sneak peek and a taster. So this webinar is going to be really fun because it's interactive. So Maggie will take us through a face massage, and Kaitlyn will show us how to use a diffuser, and I'll show you how to actually consume the oils as well. So we've got this really fun, engaging way. We sent out some samples, so hopefully you got them in the mail, but the mail's a bit slow at this time of year. So if you haven't gotten samples yet, or if you haven't even, maybe you've just joined and you weren't sure about the samples, just contact us at the end of the webinar in the chat bubble at the end, and we'll get your contact information and send you out 3 samples so that you get to try and experience the oils yourself. So that's the really fun part about this webinar. And so we'll get a little bit into who we are, us hosting the webinar, and then we'll want to know maybe a little bit about you as well, if you're open to share, and that can just be in the chat box, even just some short little information. So I guess I'll just start with myself because I'm already chatting, and then I'll carry it on to Maggie. So we're just sharing 3 facts about ourselves and to give us a little summary of who we are, so you know who you're talking to, and we'd love to know 3 facts about you as well. So I'm Keely. I'm a new yoga teacher as well as an outdoor educator and wilderness guide. I'm currently studying fitness and looking to go into the realms of coaching. So I'm doing a lot of studying and learning at the moment, which is really fun. And I'm an island girl. I'm originally from the San Juan Islands, and then I moved to New Zealand, and now I'm in Australia, but I live on the island of Tasmania. So I love islands, and I just island hop. So that's a little bit about me. Let's hear from Maggie.
Hello, everybody. I'm Maggie. I live on an island, San Juan Islands. We're very blessed. It's beautiful, and I really love all the plants here. It's a big reason why I moved here. I love to study herbs and herbalism, and I am a holistic esthetician, and so I've kind of like smushed those 2 things together and created my whole new thing, and it's just been wonderful. And having doTERRA essential oils just brings my products like up to the next level. So I love doTERRA. I'm also a mom, and I'm pregnant, and I'm just loving utilizing these oils during my pregnancy. And yeah, I just couldn't be happier. So thank you for coming to the class today. We're really excited.
And Kaitlyn, we'll hear from you too.
Hey, I'm Kaitlyn. I don't live on an island. I'm actually from Georgia here in the States. Well, I guess I'm in the States. But I am the oldest of 4 siblings, and I actually got into doTERRA because of Kim, who's also on this call, because I have Crohn's disease. So I utilize the oils to help me feel better and treat my symptoms.
And if anyone is wanting to share, you can maybe in the chat box share some facts, and we can call it out. So just from the chat box we can see, and we can let everyone know, or maybe if you'd like to unmute and share your name and some facts, or you don't have to, it's just a little open invitation.
My name's Meredith Hackerott, and I live here on the islands. I'm Maggie's mother-in-law, and I have my daughter up here. Her name is Christina Masterson, and this is her first time on one of your calls. But I enjoyed the last one so much that I wanted to share in this one as well. And they're from Texas, so say hi, Texas. But she is a mom, and Maggie's husband, James, is my son and her brother. So that's about us.
Hey ladies, it's Wendy. Good to see some of you guys from the doTERRA team. So I just want to pop on, say hi. Really excited to see what Kaitlyn and Maggie and Keely have to teach us today. I know my daughter and I, Allie, did a one-on-one together, but I think you guys are going to take a different angle. And so interested to learn some fun new facts about essential oils. And I'm coming to you from Michigan, and it's a nice snowstorm out there, a good 3 to 5 inches so far. So yeah, I'm snuggled in for the night. So glad to be here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. It's lovely to hear from everyone else. Sorry, I can't actually see you. I'm just taking a pause to make sure that everyone's voice is heard. So we'll carry on. And so I'll just want to open up for your own awareness, your well-being, and just to let you know that this is an amazing space to ask questions, and we'll do our best to answer them. If we don't know an answer, we're not going to give you a fake one. We will encourage you and give you some resources to do your own research, or we'll happily do our own research and talk with you after the webinar to make sure that we're addressing everything best we can. And really clear intentions for this webinar. It's been created and crafted with a lot of love and devotion to really be of service and to make sure that we're really helping and providing information that can be useful for you in your life. And so to do that, we really want to share how to use doTERRA essential oils specifically and how to incorporate them into your life in a very safe and effective way. So how to use it to benefit yourself, your body, your mind, your soul, and receive some of those therapeutic benefits that you can get from essential oils. They're truly magic in a bottle, so they're so special. So that's why we want to share this information with you. And learning in respectable discussion. So we have this open dialogue where we can communicate with one another, ask questions, have comments, and really know that this is a place where you can engage and you don't have to hold anything back. And we're just sharing all the knowledge that we know from our own personal research as well as our personal experiences. So that's where we're coming from, is from the heart, from what we know and what we've experienced on a personal level. And so with that being said, always take the information and use it in your own life as it applies. So if you hear something and you're not quite comfortable with that, or you'd rather do your own research, that's totally fine. Take what works for you and then leave the rest until you're ready, or maybe just leave it forever. You know, that's fine. And you don't have to ever ingest or apply oils to your skin if that's something that doesn't interest you. Maybe it doesn't work for you, but we want to just share that information so that you have it in the back of your pocket. And maybe it's one day I'll explore this realm. So just know that you don't have to. So if you've got some samples with you and you're thinking, oh, I don't know yet, that's totally fine. Everything is just an open invitation. And just to take a moment to listen with your open ears, open heart, and just take everything that lands, and just know that we give you full permission to just leave the rest and just, hope you have a great time and learn what you came here to learn. All right, so now is where we get into the nitty gritty, the fun stuff, and I can move things on over to Maggie, where we'll start with the topical application. And she'll tell you a little bit about doTERRA as well.
Yes, so first I'm gonna start talking a little bit about doTERRA and why we choose doTERRA oils. There are so many essential oil companies out there. I've seen essential oils at gas stations, at Walmart, at Target, all these places. To be honest, I've tried many of them, and it took me a while to find doTERRA. doTERRA is, you can feel, smell, taste the quality of doTERRA essential oils. They are incredibly powerful. All the plants are grown in their natural habitat, which I feel makes a huge difference. Also, they come from really happy farms. I think that makes a huge difference as well. We really take care of our farmers. I love learning about how many farmers doTERRA has helped that year and how many wild harvesters they have supported in a year. It's just incredible to see. As someone who really loves plants, I am like so passionate about the way the plants are treated and how they are how the plant material is sourced. And so I know that I can trust doTERRA, and that's why I choose doTERRA. We also have like some really amazing community, well, a really amazing community. And within that community, there's all these different groups that you can join. And there's like thousands of topics and so much information out there. And I've never seen that with any other company in general, but especially an essential oil company. So I really love it for the education. I love it for the testing that they do. They do third-party testing, which means someone else other than doTERRA is testing their oils. They also were one of the first people to like be transparent and show the tests to the people and give you that information. So to me, that transparency is a sign that they are just doing the right thing. They're here for us and for our health and safety. And so, yeah, this is why I choose doTERRA. But the best part is our group, our community. And while I'm on that, I might as well talk about the Rise and Thrive community that our certain doTERRA group has just started. It's on Facebook, and we all post videos and ask questions, and we help each other find information that we need about essential oils. And we share our experiences with them, which is really powerful. So yeah, that's a whole nother reason to join doTERRA and check out our group. We can send you a link to the group. If you're interested, just let us know in the chat box. And yeah. So the other cool thing about essential oils is how quickly they work. So when you're using essential oils aromatically, so when you pick up a bottle and you smell it, within 22 seconds, it reaches your brain, which to me, like, that blows my mind. 22 seconds. Within 2 minutes, when you apply topically, you will feel the effects, and the oils will enter into your bloodstream within 2 minutes. And then within 20 minutes, your entire body has felt the effects of these essential oils. So I just really love these for medicine. Essential oils also can break through the barrier in your cell, which, like normal Western medicine, there's no medicines that can do that, but essential oils can reach parts of the cell that other things can't reach. So it really makes it much more effective when you're using these oils. So yeah, today I am going to go through like a quick little face massage because I feel like topically is an incredible way to start your oil journey. You might have gotten the sample, so you'll get a citrus like wild orange or lemon, and then a peppermint and lavender. So you can use any of these on your skin. Lavender is really incredible for any like blemishes you may have, any sort of like irritation. It's just one of my go-to essential oils for my son, for me. It's really gentle, and I think it's overlooked a lot, but like it's one of the most powerful ones for skincare. So today I'm going to use my lavender essential oil, but feel free to use any of them. Just an FYI, the citrus oils, if you're going to be going out in the sun after, you want to be careful because it can cause like sensitivity, photosensitivity. So just be super careful. If you live somewhere where the sun is shining, maybe use the lemon or the orange at night. Just don't use them before you go out in the sun. But that's in general more sensitive skin. And then the peppermint is really wonderful as a nice face massage, but you have to be really careful about not getting it in your eyes. So dilution, good question, Shalyn. So the golden rule is 1 drop of essential oil to 3 drops of carrier oil. That's like a great place to start. And then you can always build from there. I tend to put a little bit more, but I've been using them for many years. And yeah, my skin is pretty hardcore. So if you have more sensitive skin, make sure to like kind of slowly integrate. And then as far as carrier oils, you can just use any oil from your kitchen even. Coconut oil is good. It's a little bit heavier, so I don't tend to use that one. I use jojoba oil. It's my favorite. It's very gentle. It is good for most skin types. So in general, that's the one I reach for. But again, you can use any. Olive oil is really good for your skin. Almond oil, all these things. So yeah, just play with it. And yeah, let's get into this little face massage. Maybe I'll share my screen. Or, oh yeah, can you put me, I don't know, maybe Keely, maybe you're the one who can put my face in there? Or is it?
I think Keely, maybe you stop sharing and then Maggie will be able to share.
Okay.
After that is what I'm guessing.
Yes, I just need the option to come up. Hold on, let me make this smaller.
Sorry.
This is not something I have explored, so maybe.
First time for everything.
Oh, here we go. Pause my share.
Perfect.
Maybe. And does that change anything?
Not yet.
Share screen.
Did you go down to share screen at the bottom with the red, I'm sorry, the green button? Yeah. Now we're back. Now we're to Maggie's screen.
Oh, geez. Okay. Sorry. Let me get out of here. Oh.
Do you want to share your screen, Maggie, or just your?
I want to share my face here.
Yeah, so then just take off share screen and then it will go straight to you.
Okay. Did that work? No.
Not yet. Maybe I can disable it.
The screen that was up that had the kind of a splash screen, I switched over to it and it's saying Maggie Griffo's screen and has a picture of freedom. So if you
Okay,
I just disabled it, so
thank you, Kim. Technology is
here
not
we
my
are.
friend. Okay. Hi, everybody. All right. So let's get into a little face massage. This is something that you can join along with me, or you can watch the recording after if you want to remember some of these moves. But this is something you can incorporate into your like daily ritual. It's really amazing for lymphatic drainage, for lifting and sculpting. And it just feels really good to massage your face every once in a while. So I like to be a person who inspires this within as many people as I can. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna put some of my awesome glowing goddess oil, but it's just like a jojoba oil with some herbs in there. So again, like feel free to play with carrier oils. It's so fun. Everybody's skin likes something different. So I'm just gonna put like, I don't know, maybe 10 drops in my hand. And then I'm gonna take my lavender essential oil. And I'm gonna do 5 drops. And personally, I really like using a spray prior to the oil. It just helps the oil like rub in a whole lot better. So feel free to do this. If you don't have it, that's fine. Everything will be fine. All right, and then rub the oil into your hands. Give yourself a little hand massage while you're at it, right? And then let's get some oil on our face. Now, one thing you want to do is be pretty gentle. You're not trying to push or pull or tug. Make sure you've got a decent amount of oil. I might even go back in and put a little more, because why not? And the lavender just smells so good. So I'm just going to close my eyes and enjoy that smell for a minute, and maybe you want to do the same. To me, it's like the most relaxing oil. I love using it for my son. So if you just want to follow along, I'm going to keep kind of talking about essential oils and different things we can utilize topically. Oh, what's in this spray? So that is my Glowing Goddess Mystic Spray. So I have a butterfly pea extract that I make and I put in there, and it's got some really awesome organic rose hydrosol as well. So as you can see, I'm just kind of like going in an upward motion. I'm using the palms of my hands. We use a lot of like knuckles and palms and a little bit of fingertips, but might as well utilize like these tools, right? These big tools we got. So I like to do this. And I'm just kind of waking everything up here. Come into your temples. This is a spot where the lymph can drain as well. So holding them for a moment, releasing anything built up from your day. And then let's come back and around and behind your ears and down the sides of your neck. This is really incredible for lymphatic drainage. So while we are relaxing ourselves, we are also helping this system in our body that needs a little bit of help, especially as we age. And this system takes toxins from our body and helps pull them out. So it's pretty much a very detoxifying move here. And I feel like it's really important, even if you just incorporated that into your day, it's pretty amazing what even just that will do for your skin and your complexion. And then I like to go into my third eye. If you have frankincense, that would be wonderful to use. And oh, I just love the smell of lavender and frankincense together. So here we can kind of do like a lifting action, kind of put your fingers all along your eye, hit those pressure points. We've got one here, we've got one here, and we've got one here. Just hold those for a moment. And then just come up your forehead. Again, you have tons of pressure points all along here, so hitting those on your way up. And feel free to do this as many times as you want. The more, the merrier. Your skin will thank you. Honestly, this is better than washing your face. Working your lymphatic system is better at getting rid of toxins that are stuck underneath. And we're also relaxing the muscles so everything can flow. Beautiful. Now again, we have some more pressure points right in front of our ears. So I'm gonna work on those a little bit. Take some deep breaths. This is kind of the position my hands are most comfortable in. That's the other thing, our hands kind of know what to do. Feel free to play, do whatever feels good, little circles. And you'd be surprised what like a little 5-minute massage can do for you. Maybe you've had a long day and you just need to relax, so why not give yourself a massage? All right, then I'm gonna go back to this kind of like knuckling, and I'm gonna come back to this move here, where I'm coming down and I'm really like around the ears and down the back of your neck. So anything that was maybe brought up is now gonna be pushed back down into that lymphatic system, and your body will drain out any toxins. I like to visualize that a lot while I'm doing my massage. So picturing all of the negative or built up or you know, anything like that, and watching it kind of go into this system that is meant to just like pull it out and away. So that's a really good visual to have. All right, so next I'm gonna come in and just hold my heart for a minute. Feel free to join me here. Just sending myself some love and sending love to each of you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for trying something new. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now you can keep going. Feel free to keep working it. I mean, why not? Or you can grab like a hot towel and kind of hold it over your face. I've had one prepared here. I put a little bit of lavender on the towel. So I'm just gonna lay it on my face and breathe in a little bit. And wipe any residue off of my face. And again, this will be better than any face wash you've ever used, better than anything. And all of a sudden you're bringing in, you know, self-care to a new level by really giving yourself time and space and deep breaths and relaxing smells. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you choose to bring this into your life somehow. Thank you for following along.
Thank you, Maggie. So I'll get back into sharing my screen and we'll get into the diffuser portion with Kaitlyn. Now that we're all relaxed and zenned out, we can be in the zone when we listen. So I'll just get this sorted out. I feel like I'm a big lavender flower at the moment. It smells so good. I feel like I should have prepared some like elevator music.
I know, I thought I would just chime in with something while you're doing that. We were on the topic of lavender. I tend to be clumsy in the kitchen, so I've like burned myself quite a few times. And I always use lavender. You know, after I run it with some cold water for a while, I'll put lavender on. It just really soothes it. And then Kaitlyn was saying how she made a roller bottle blend for bug bites that had lavender in it. So yeah, lavender is amazing. It's so versatile.
Yes, lavender is in my first aid kit. I've used it multiple times out guiding actually, and it's amazing for allergies. So I use it every day without fail, and I take it on every trip I go on. So lavender is my best friend, and it's such an accessible oil to get. Very affordable. So it's definitely one to have on the shelf if you were to have to choose one. Lavender is a great place to start. All right, Kaitlyn, we are ready to hear from you.
Hey guys. So it's funny that we just now are all relaxed with the lavender, because the blend that I wanted to share was actually one that I use when I get really stressed out, especially at school, to relax. So I try to do ones that we sample to y'all so you can have a little smell of it. And then I was really called to Adaptive, which I used to be obsessed with. I still am, but haven't used it in a while. We were talking about it the other day in a group chat. And so I was really called to use this one today, which it's a calming blend. And then I love to pair it with Citrus Bliss on stressful days. So it's really calming. And then the Citrus Bliss allows for some uprising and energy, which both help with my fatigue, which I know normal people get as well. So I figured it would be helpful. but I love these, and I'll diffuse it sometimes overnight. So I'll put I have the pedal blender, so I will put it on 12 hours and I'll let it diffuse throughout the entire night and get a good night's rest. And yeah.
Thank you. Actually, before we go onto ingesting oils with the aromatherapy, or just using things in the diffuser, as Kaitlyn mentioned, that can really impact your mood. So smells, they trigger memories for us. So usually when you hear something, when you smell something, that can bring back a really profound, beautiful memory, or maybe something that can remind you of something from the past that's not so nice. So smells in the brain are amazingly powerful, and they can really trigger and create this state of being. So, lavender really promotes that calming smell, that really relaxing state of mind. Peppermint can be really clearing to the mind. So I think it's really important to remember that this little guy here, our nostrils, they are incredible, and the power of smell is not something to forget about. So if that's something you'd like to explore, it's a really fun way to get familiar with the oils and to really understand how they feel for you by just smelling them and experiencing them with your nose. That can really help you build a relationship with the oil. So yeah, it's a really beautiful way to experience the oils. And so we'll get into ingesting. So not every oil in the world is something you would want to put in your body, and certainly not from every company. So this is why we talk about doTERRA oils, because they're the one that I trust personally. And Kim, Kaitlyn, Maggie, we have faith in these particular oils because of the fact that they have been tested by third-party sources, but also they are the only ones that are therapeutic grade certified oils. So that in itself is also really incredible, because most companies, they don't have that, and you just don't know what you're putting in your body. And when you look at a bottle and it says wild orange, it usually has synthetics. Whereas with doTERRA, I can go to my wild orange bottle and I know that's the only thing that I'm going to find in here. So I can have full comfort in knowing, yes, this is something I'm happy to put in my body because I know it's just concentrated wild orange. But that being said, ingesting is a whole nother journey on its own. And so this is just a little taster. There's several different ways to ingest the oils, but I won't go too crazy. I'll talk about simply just putting it in your water. But there are a lot of other realms you can dive into as you get more familiar with the oils and as you do your own research and build a relationship with them. I think building a relationship and a solid foundation is really essential before trying to dive into all these crazy potions. So I'll keep it nice and simple for you. So with wild orange, peppermint, and lavender, so these are the three that we sent samples out for. These are all safe to ingest. I'll talk specifically about the wild orange. When you look at the bottle and you spin it around, it will say ingredients, wild orange, and then directions for flavoring use. So I know, okay, for flavoring use, that is safe to ingest. And so all the bottles with an ingestible oil, they will have that little label that lets you know that it's safe to ingest. So you always want to check the label just to be sure that you're actually ingesting one that's safe to ingest. And so it's just a great little flavor booster, but there's also some really amazing benefits for wild orange specifically. It's just got such a sweet, crisp, citrusy flavor. Like, it's so strong. You only need 1 drop. So you can use this in your baking. You can use this to make tea. you can just add it to your water for some flavoring. So we're meant to get 2 liters of water a day. A lot of people don't meet 2 liters, and maybe they have 2 liters of coffee, but like 2 cups of water, you know? So if you're not a fan of water and you really struggle to meet your daily minimum, then maybe essential oils is a great way to help yourself hit that minimum, because now your water actually is a bit more enjoyable. So I've got a little recipe here on the screen that you can always incorporate. It's so simple to do. You just put on a tea kettle and bring the water to boil. You add 1 to 2 drops of the wild orange. And just so you know, like 2 drops, it is strong. So you want to be making a big pot, I'd say like 5 liters, because it's just so powerful. If you're making just a single cup, I wouldn't go more than a drop. I mean, you can try it, but it's pretty intense. So you bring your water to a boil, you add 1 drop of the wild orange, and you can get a stick of cinnamon. You can always use cinnamon powder, but I just don't think it gets the same effect. And you put it in the pot. So you put the drop of orange, put the stick of cinnamon, and then place everything into the pot, boil it up, put it into a cup, and it's done, and it tastes delicious. You can even add fresh orange slices into the pot as it's cooking. But for easy purposes, I've got this perfectly prepared quart of water here, and it's nice and warmed up, and literally just add 1 drop, maybe 2 because of the size, but I don't like it to be too strong. So I've got my little straw. I just stir it up, and you can have it be that simple. If you don't want to bother boiling anything up, if you don't want to bother making a little tea, you just add some drops and add it to your water. So it's that simple. So yeah, that's like a really fun way to have a different experience with your oils. You can always mix wild orange with some peppermints or some lavender tea. So just boil some water, add some lavender. So there's lots of different ways that you can kind of experience the oils as like making a little tea. So it's nice and fun. So yeah, that's a little bit about the oils, and each one will have different benefits. But the wild orange is more so a flavor enhancer, but peppermint is really amazing if you have any digestive issues. So any type of IBS symptoms, any kind of funny guts, that's something that you try and alter with the diet, but you still kind of struggle with anything like that. Maybe explore some peppermint and see how that helps your digestion. So there's always these little things that can help you out. Okay. And Maggie, I think you wanted to talk about this portion. Or am I throwing this on you?
I will talk about it. I think. Let's chat. All right. So, okay, me and Keely and Kim and Kaitlyn and Wendy's on here too. We are all wellness advocates. So every month we make an order over 120 PV. Am I right? Is it 100 or 120? It's between those two. PV, which is pretty much like $1 amount. And we get tons of free oils. To me, this is so exciting. Like okay, it's 100 PV. Thank you, Kim. Sorry. So this month we got frankincense, which is a $70 oil, and we got this one for free this month. To me, that was like absolutely amazing. I was blown away by that. doTERRA really takes good care of their customers. They give us so many special offers and deals. Kim's always talking about how much they spoil her. I mean, because she's been rocking doTERRA for a while, and it's just so cool to have a company not only care about you individually, because I've gone to customer service and I can't believe how helpful they are. And how quick they fix things and how much they listen to us. Like one of our friend, Allie, she didn't want to have plastic in the boxes. And then the next order, there was like this really cool paper packaging. So I just think that's so cool. They listen to you, they hear you, they do something about it. I've never experienced a company like that in my life. So this is one of the reasons I am a wellness advocate, because I would love for people to experience what we get to experience as customers. And wholesale is just as awesome. You just order, well, you pay $35 for a whole year and you get 25% off of everything. So this is so helpful for anyone. I mean, it only makes sense to be on wholesale. I guess retail you only really use if you're gonna buy like one oil and that's it. But I don't know anyone that's ever bought one doTERRA essential oil and stopped there. I just don't know that if that person exists. So, I would recommend anyone who's thinking about joining or ordering, even if you don't want to like have this awesome monthly wellness box that we all signed up for, you can still like just maybe swap something out, like your toothpaste or your shampoo or just something. They have really incredible products. You don't have to make everything. That was like a misconception I had in the beginning, was that they were just oils, but they have so many products. They make things like rollers for children, so it's diluted like perfectly for a kid. I use the children's rollers too. This one I actually got for free not too long ago. I've gotten so many free oils. It's out of this world. What they want to do is they want us to keep trying different oils, and so I think it's really cool how they incorporate that. Yeah, and also, yeah, this month, cardamom, which is one of my favorite essential oils. It smells so good. It's so fun to cook with. It's incredible for skincare. That oil is 10% off. So there's like multiple deals every month, not just one. Yeah, and I think I covered everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and with the ongoing oil education, you have access to that Facebook community that we mentioned earlier at the start of the webinar, so the Rise and Thrive. But there's also so many sources. So when you sign up, you get a wellness advocate. So say you sign up with Maggie, then you have her as your support team throughout your whole doTERRA journey. So when you have questions, you can come to Maggie if you would like, oh, what book should I read? Or, oh, there's communities, how do I get involved with those communities and those Facebook pages or team chats? Like, I want it all, or, oh, I just want this and that. And Maggie can do a real one-on-one experience with you and give you the education that you need, answer your questions throughout your whole experience with doTERRA. Same with Kaitlyn, myself, with Kim, with Wendy. So with everyone, whoever you sign up with, you've got that support throughout your journey. So you never have to go at it alone. Like, I've got all my oils here, and once you start accumulating them and you have no idea what to do with them, they're just going to sit there, which is a real shame. So that's why we've got this, when you join wholesale and you've got that membership package, you get a community, you get a person to actually chat with and get to know and become friends with, and become closer to through the oils, which is really beautiful. But you also get to use them. So that's the whole goal. It's not just to have this random collection. You're actually having this collection with a purpose, and you know how to use them and play around with them. So that's why the education, the ongoing education, the webinars is so important, so that you're inspired and you actually know what to do with what you're getting.
Yeah, that's such a good point, Keely. Like, I think everyone that I've worked with so far, I've become so close with, and I have learned so much from. So really, you're just like connecting with people who are going to eventually become your best friends. And right now, we need each other more than ever. So this community is just incredible. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And I would be so grateful to bring anyone else on this journey with me, because I can't believe the change that has happened within myself just through meeting all these people and learning about essential oils and taking my power back and really using these oils not only for my skincare, but for my healthcare, for my well-being, for my mental state, just everything. And then on top of it, you have these awesome friends to talk to about it all. So Good point, Keels.
All right, so we're getting towards the end of our webinar. Kaitlyn, I forgot this slide existed. I'm so sorry, but you can type your stuff in the chat box. So you can always reach out to us at any time, whether you're part of doTERRA now, whether you don't join now, whether you want to join later. It doesn't really matter. We still want to carry the conversation, to keep that open dialogue, to keep that interest in learning. And so being able to reach out for any of the resources that you've heard about today, if you've got additional questions and things like that, you can always find us on Instagram or on the Facebook page would be, I would say, the best place to start, because it'll be easier to find us on our other socials. So the Rise and Thrive Community Facebook page. So at the end of this webinar, we'll send out an email where you have all of that information, so you don't need to worry about writing it down or memorizing. You'll have access to all of that stuff, and we can send you our social media links and everything like that. So yeah, this was just kind of a little, just a reminder that there's that space to have that open dialogue. And before we go, oh yeah, do you want to add anything?
Oh, I just wanted to say, as I saw Kim type this in the chat, I think it's really important to talk about. So we're doing a detox in January. So normally it's really scary to think about doing a detox, especially on your own. But the Rise and Thrive community is doing one that is going to be so much fun. It's not about like taking everything out. It's about building and rebuilding your gut and your health. And gut health is skin health. I mean, it's immunity. It's all these things. It's so important to just kind of reset every once in a while. And so if you want to or are interested in joining this detox, these girls are going to make it really easy to show up and learn, and yeah, just do it in a really healthy way. So I recommend reaching out if you're interested.
Yeah, and if you hear the word detox and you're instantly going, oh, no, like, oh, that sounds like a terrible thing. It's not just detox as in, come on in and we're going to tell you what you have to eat, how much you have to eat, you can't eat this, you can't do that, da-da-da-da-da. That is actually, we're trying to reframe that model. So that's not what this detox is about. It's really about our mind, our body, our spirit. And instead of going like, oh, new year, new me, it's taking yourself into the new year and actually looking at, how do I live my life? What are my behaviors? What thought patterns run through my mind? Do I have more negative thoughts come up? And without judging that, just noticing it, and we can go into the new year like, oh, okay, this is where I'm at. Let's learn how I can reframe my mind. How I can maybe bring new hobbies in that are going to bring more joy into my life. So it's really kind of looking at who you are, looking at the foundations and building yourself up from there. So looking at the layers, looking at your current foundation, looking at your current little house and renovating, as opposed to trying to like demolish it all down. We're trying to rise ourselves up. That's why we're rising and thriving. We're looking at who we are, accepting ourselves, and then just working on the things that we feel we could kind of fill the gaps on. So that's journaling prompts, manifestation tools, if you're interested in that, as well as maybe looking at food, but we're not telling you what to eat and all of that kind of stuff. It's just, let's eat some wholesome food, and here's how we can use our oils to benefit us. So that's what we mean by detox. So if you hear the word detox and you're like, ooh, just hold on, we don't mean it in that way. But I could get where that would come from. All right, and we're just about wrapping it up towards the end. But before we give our final thanks and farewells, this is kind of that little clear space where if you'd like to share any of your thoughts, your feelings, if you have any questions, either about the detox, the Facebook group, about what you've learned today in general, this is a little open floor that you can add in the chat box, or if you'd like to bring your voice out into the group, This is a little chance to do that. We'll do our best to answer any questions or just to hear what you have to say.
Hello. Oh, hi. I'm sorry I joined a little late. I was having a jewelry show. I'm in my treehouse right now, but I love doTERRA oils, and I'm really interested in learning more about them. So I'm excited to be a part of this, and I'm just wanted to say hi. My name's Inga, and I'm a yoga teacher. I live down here in Falls City, Washington, and yeah, I met Maggie up on San Juan Island at the farmer's market last summer, which was super fun. And so I love her skincare products. Need some more oil, Maggie. I'm about to bug you soon. So anyway, sorry I was late. I'm just, oh yeah, exactly. There they are. I love that stuff. Anywho, I'm going to be in touch with all of you on Facebook and just learning about the doTERRA stuff. I use it all the time. I have a lot of the oils because my friend Carol Ann is a doTERRA person too. So I place orders through her. But I really would like to learn more about blending them in the different blends. So that's it. So thanks for offering this. Thanks for being here. I'm going to mute myself now.
Thank you, Inga. It's so good to see you and your sweet shop. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a perfect place to come when you're just, curious and you want to learn a little bit more. There's tons to mixing oils. It's really fun and playful, and I encourage you to just use your intuition too and just grab the ones that are calling to you and mix them and see what happens, So yeah. Good to hear from you. Thank you.
Shallon had asked about doTERRA selling empty roller bottles or small spritz bottles. I think in the US, doTERRA does sell the roller bottles. Is that right, Kaitlyn? Yeah. Spritz bottles, I don't think so, but we can share where to get those supplies. Like maybe in the email, we could add that, like some of the links to some, and we have that in our Facebook group too. We've got one post that has a lot of the sources for where to find different supplies for your oils if you're into mixing and making fun things. Cool.
Yeah, we'll add that to the email. One thing I wanted to add to that, that's a cool question. So I just got these little like spray tops that go right on the essential oil bottles. And so when I get to like the bottom of my oils, I just put some, in this one, it's got rose hydrosol, but you can put so many different combinations of things and turn it into this sweet little, like easy to carry in your purse spray bottle. It's been like my favorite thing lately. So this one's like frankincense and rose, and it just smells so good. So yeah, but we'll definitely add all that into the email. And yeah, how do you share the recording with others? So that's a great question as well. We will be sending you an email with the recording, link to it. I think usually we have them in YouTube as well, so probably can just share the YouTube link with everyone once you've gotten the link yourself. Great.
And before we close, is there anyone else that would like to share anything? No, sounds like we have wrapped it up, and maybe there's things simmering on your mind and maybe things will come up later. That's the reason why we have the Facebook group. That's why we send out the email, because sometimes it can feel high pressure when you're just learning it all and you're thinking, what am I supposed to ask? I've just been given a lot. So just let it sink in, and if you have the samples with you, then just keep exploring, keep playing around, keep doing those beautiful face massages, maybe try making a tea, play around with some diffuser blends. And yeah, Kaitlyn's got some great recipes, so maybe you can have a look at those and play around with your samples. And when you're ready, when you've used the samples a bit more and you're thinking, ooh, well, I'm looking to open up the gateway and the doTERRA gateway and explore a little further, then you always have us to reach back out to, as well as if you join the community pages, that's also a great place to start to begin the waters of your journey. Or maybe not, or maybe you just explore the samples and use that for a long time. So just allowing what you've learned to integrate, to be part of your experience, and a little bit of homework, I guess you could say. Don't worry, I think it's more like fun work, but that sounds a bit cheesy, so we'll call it homework, but it's technically fun work. So if you've got your samples now for the next 7 days for the week, if you even write it down on your calendar and just make it a goal to use at least one of your samples every single day. And you can use that however you'd like. Maybe you want to explore that topically, maybe you want to explore that with the diffuser if you have one, or maybe you want to explore that through making a tea or flavoring your water. So whatever feels right for you, and maybe you want to mix and match, but for the next week, that's your fun work, is to just every single day explore using the oil at least once. And if you haven't gotten a sample yet, just let us know and we'll get that to you as soon as we can. Would anyone else like to send a closeout message, like Kaitlyn or Maggie?
This was my first class ever helping teach, so I had a lot of fun, and thank y'all for coming.
You guys did a great job. I just wanted to say it's tough taking that first step. Been there. So I just wanted to say congratulations. You guys rocked it. So new information. I'm trying the tea tomorrow. Keely, I didn't even know about that. I even have cinnamon sticks. I don't know why, but now I do know why. I'm making tea in the morning. So yay, thank you. Nice job, ladies.
Very nice job. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. And I added Christina's email to my email list, so she will be getting the recording and yeah, the invitations.
That got a thumbs up and a big smile.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming.